Hi, this is Mike from Music Ministry 101. In this video, we're going to be practicing the Gospel Acclamation for the 28th Sunday in Ordinary Time. I'll play and sing through the whole thing first, and then I have some great tips for you, and then we'll do a karaoke version at the end.
Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, enlighten the eyes of our hearts, so that we may know what is the hope that belongs to our call. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia.
All right. So on this verse, I want to talk to you about the difference between duple and triple. And those are different subdivisions of the beat. So here you have a steady beat, right? Let's say that's the quarter note beat. Now you can divide that beat in the duple version by going 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Or you can divide it in the triple version, which would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So duple is more like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And triple is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now this verse, as I've mentioned before, can be divided partially into duples or triples. Now they don't write it this way. They write it in more of a chant form. And it's up for us to figure out where the duples and triples are. So I'm going to show you what I think about where the duples and triples are. So the duple, the main duple, is on the second line, is the. Is the clearly goes together as a duple. So what you're going to do is draw a connecting line so that they look like eighth notes. They become eighth notes. So that we may know what is the hope. Okay? Now that's going to propel you, is the hope, into the triples on the second line. The first one is hope that be, hope that be, hope that be, hope that be. The next one is longs to our, longs to our, longs to our, longs to our. Those are both triplets. Now let me show you how I mark triplets. Okay, I put a line, and then I put a 3 over on the top. So you can see my duple and my triple. Now on the top line, I also have some triplets here. Okay, so the top line, the triples are lighten thee is the first one, lighten thee, and the second one is eyes of our, eyes of our, eyes of our. So that's where you want to put the triples as well. So you're going to put it on lighten thee, and then eyes of our. Now visually, that just makes it a lot easier, and it sounds better. Otherwise, we can get into this very rigid, and lighten the eyes of our call, or is the hope that belongs to our call. We can get into this very rigid way of declaiming the text. I'd prefer to have more of these little emphasis points in the text so that you have the duples and triples, because is the hope that belongs to our call. It's more musical, it sounds better, it makes a little bit more sense when you're not doing every beat like a machine gun. All right, so with that said, I have many resources in Music Ministry 101 that are free and accessible to you. And one of them is called the 3-day workshop for cantors. It's completely free, and every day of the 3 days, you'll get a different training video that teaches you some aspect of vocal technique. Day 1 is all about breath support. Day 2 is about English diction and how to improve the clarity of the text when you're declaiming it. And day 3 is about the meaning behind the text and is that getting across to the congregation or not. So check out the 3-day workshop. It's fantastic. All the training videos show up in your email. And you can easily sign up at www.musicministry101.com/workshop. So go sign up. Go to www.musicministry101.com/workshop. I'll leave a link for you in the description below, and check out that 3-day workshop for cantors. You'll be glad that you did. Now, let's try a karaoke version. We'll practice the refrain one time. Here we go. All right, so one more thing that's coming to mind, which is on these words at the beginning of the verse, may the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. There's also more triples in there which you can do. You can do, may the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, there's some triples built into there. Now on the second line, so that we may know what is the hope. It's kind of a free-for-all, so that we may know what is the hope. So that we may know what is the hope. You could say that those are all duples, so that we may know what is the hope that belongs to our call. You could do it that way where they're all duples, but I don't usually write those ones in the music. It's kind of a bit of a free-for-all. They're all short words and they're going right? We may know what is the hope. I don't know. I'd rather not mention it. I probably shouldn't have mentioned it. But if you'd like to put those in as well, if they make sense to you, go for it and do that. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a little comment below or like the video. That would be much appreciated to help spread the word of Music Ministry 101. Thank you and have a great Mass.